Good morning, everyone. Well, here we are back in lockdown and back in the uncertainty of not knowing when we'll be able to see each other again. It seems to be a regular pattern these days, and I know that there's a general feeling of a loss of control and a frustration with some of the decisions that are being made, and for us to look for someone to blame, and I suppose to feel a bit forgotten in this whole process, that governments make decisions that impact our lives, our personal lives, but then it's left to us to kind of make it work and pick up the pieces. And you might be feeling frustrated, perhaps angry, or perhaps forgotten and overlooked, and like you're left to fend for yourself. Last Sunday I preached a sermon about control and about the loss of control that we can feel in life, and that when we try to control too much of life, our faith can change from being something that we trust God with to something that we want to control, and that becomes religion. And one of those scriptures that I used in the sermon last Sunday came from Luke chapter 12, verses 4 to 7. And in this scripture, Jesus talks to us about control, and then he talks to us about his care and compassion for us. So I just want to read Luke 12, 4 to 7. Jesus says, "I tell you, my friends, do not be afraid of those who kill the body and after that can do no more. But I will show you whom you should fear. Fear him who after your body has been killed has authority to throw you into hell. Yes, I tell you, fear him." So here Jesus is telling us that God the Father is the Almighty, is the ultimate authority, and governments can make decisions that affect us here on earth, but they can't make decisions that affect us eternally. But God can. He is the ultimate authority. And Jesus is telling us to fear him first and foremost. And when we fear God, then we don't actually need to fear anything else or anybody else. So I encourage you today to fear God, but in a positive way, to trust him with what is happening at the moment, that he knows what he's doing. And then Jesus goes on straight away after telling us about the authority of God. He says, "Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies? Yet not one of them is forgotten by God. Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Don't be afraid. You are worth far more than sparrows." So he gives us the big picture that God is in control of the world. And then he gives us this personal, compassionate God who even knows the number of hairs on our heads. He knows what's going on in our lives today, and he cares. So there we have the authority of God and we have the compassion of God all rolled into one. I encourage you not to lose hope during this lockdown, but to trust God with the situation in the world and the situation in your life. Have a great day, everyone.